Hey everybody, Jason here. Welcome to my knot channel. In this video we're going to have a look at how to tie a single strand sliding paracord bracelet. Alright, so let's head on over to the work table and take a look. To tie this easy single strand sliding paracord bracelet, begin by cutting your paracord to length. For this bracelet, I'm using roughly 24 inches or 60 centimeters of paracord. Now that you have your working line, the first thing you want to do is form a small loop at the center of your paracord, roughly the size required to pass your hand through. Now, take one working end and pass it through the loop, and then wrap it backwards, crossing back over itself, and then do this again to complete 2 wraps. Those of you who are familiar with the fisherman's knot will recognize this knot pattern. From there, take the working end and pass it through the center of your wraps. Once you have the end through the wraps, carefully cinch up the knot. You want the knot to be snug, but don't over tighten it or it'll be difficult to adjust later on. Your knot will look something like this. Next, we want to gauge the size of the bracelet, so pass your hand through the loop and adjust the diameter. As you can see, when I now pull on the one standing end of paracord, the size of my loop tightens like a noose. Now that we have the proper size, repeat the knot with the free end. Wrap it around the other line twice and form a double wrap, then pass the working end through the wraps and cinch it up. Now you can see we have an adjustable single strand paracord bracelet. We could be finished here, but let's tidy up the paracord bracelet a little and make it look a bit nicer. I'm going to show 2 options for finishing the bracelet, but the possibilities are endless depending on your creativity. For our first option, I'm going to trim away the tail ends with a pair of scissors. I'm leaving a couple millimeters of paracord. Then with my lighter, I'm going to melt the end and give it a little squish with my scissors. And then I'll repeat the process on the other side. When melting and squishing the ends, you want to try to melt the end to the knot and not the cordage inside your wraps. For our second option, we're going to make this paracord bracelet a little bit fancier and add a couple beads. Start by cutting your paracord on an angle. This angle will help you thread your cord through the bead and also provide a bit more melted surface later on. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. With the paracord cut, thread the end through your bead and then determine where you'd like the placement and length of your little toggle end. By the way, there are actually many different ways to make a single strand paracord bracelet, and if you'd like to see other ways, then I'd recommend you check out my video 6 easy single strand paracord bracelets. I'll put a link in the description and also at the end of this video. Next, just match the length for the other side of the bracelet, and then like we did before, cut the paracord on an angle and then thread your bead. We can now double check the lengths of our working ends. One option from here is to simply tie a stopper knot, like the overhand knot seen here. The stopper knot will hold the bead in place. We could trim and melt the end and be finished. I think for this bracelet, I want a slightly cleaner look, so I'm not going to use a stopper knot. Instead, I'm going to trim the end to my desired length. And then, giving myself plenty of space, I then melt the end of the paracord with my lighter. Be careful, metal beads can get hot. Now I'm matching the other side and repeating the process. Cut and melt. Here's a close-up. As you can see, the melt formed a sort of stopper that prevents the bead from sliding off. So there you have two different ways to create a single strand sliding paracord friendship bracelet. And as I've mentioned, there are actually many different ways to make a single strand paracord bracelet. If you'd like to see other ways, then I'd recommend you check out my video, 6 Easy Single Strand Paracord Bracelets. Again, I'll put the link in the description and at the end of this video. Okay, so there you have it. A single strand sliding paracord bracelet. Now, as promised, here's a link to my video, 6 single strand sliding paracord bracelets. There's many different ways to tie it. This video will help you out. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Okay? Thanks for watching.